Concerns grow on the USS Lincoln this morning, even as military leaders say conditions are fine. It's time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. The Lincoln, a San Diego-based warship, has been out to sea for about 268 days, a record right now. It's got 5,000 sailors and Marines on it, and some families have said they've heard about supply and mental health issues on board with bad food and no soap or toothpaste. Over the weekend, CENTCOM Commander Admiral Brad Cooper visited the ship and issued a statement in which he acknowledges not all is perfect, but he wrote in part, quote, "Of the Navy's 11 active aircraft carriers, the Lincoln currently has among the lowest number of cases related to mental health." The USS George Washington is expected to replace the Lincoln in the next few weeks, but there's no official timeline on when.
I met with a Navy sailor today who deployed on the USS Lincoln and lives in San Diego. He confirmed for me that a lot of the problems being reported on are common on almost every deployment.
The ship makes its own water. When those machines go down, there's nothing you can do. There's nobody there to save you. Laundry, that's not going to be a thing, I'm sure. Shower times, they turn off the hot water so you can only shower in cold water, to limit the time, to limit the water use.
Some of the texts more received from people on board read, "It was pretty bad a couple of months ago with the rationing, not a lot of items. 6 months, no port calls, water hours, and rationing." When you're working hard, when you're doing a lot of physical labor, do you feel like the rations that you've gotten in the past have been enough for you?
No. I will say no.
So problems with food, lack of showers and laundry, and no port calls. And while Parker has never been at sea that long, he says that he experienced this on most deployments.
These conditions have been this way always.
Perhaps the most startling, reports of attempted suicide. Moore says that he's seen that on a lot of different deployments and says this time morale could be low for a couple of different reasons. Lack of mail, which is packages and letters from loved ones, and the current political climate. In San Diego, Emily Coffey, 10 News.
President Trump is scaling back joint military exercises with South Korea. The announcement comes just hours before the two countries were set to begin their biggest annual drill. On social media, Trump said the drills are expensive and send a hostile signal to North Korea, adding that he has a very good relationship with the nation's leader, Kim Jong-un. He also criticized South Korea for not supporting the United States in the war with Iran. Tropical storm Lala is battering Hawaii, leaving that trail of destruction you see behind me. Some areas on the Big Island saw nearly 3 feet of rain. More than 100 buildings are damaged or destroyed. A lot of roadways and highways are flooded. Officials warn the recovery will be difficult.
We will have long-standing road challenges, bridge challenges, access issues for residents that might be isolated.
More than 160,000 people lost power in Hawaii. Officials say outages could last for weeks, even months in the hardest hit areas. The storm is now moving away from the islands. There are no reports of deaths in Hawaii, fortunately. However, other parts of the U.S., at least 7 people are dead, including a 4-year-old child in Indiana after days of relentless rain. Raging floodwaters washed out roads and submerged cars. The storms also brought winds reaching 100 miles per hour. On Sunday, actress Hayden Panettiere died at the age of 36. In a statement to CNN, her father, Skip Panettiere, called her an incredible light and a force of nature who brought joy to those who knew and watched her. The circumstances surrounding her death are still unknown right now. She was best known for playing Claire Bennett in Heroes and country star Juliet Barnes in Nashville. Her film credits spanned many years, including Remember the Titan, Scream 4, and Scream 6.
Stocking your kid's backpack is more expensive this year, and so is packing their lunchbox. Prices are rising on staples from apple juice to animal crackers. Scripps News Group's consumer reporter John Matarese looks for some affordable ways to pack a healthy lunch for your kids.
School is back, or almost back, and so is the scramble to pack lunches that kids will actually want to eat. This year, parents are paying more for basics like deli meat, fruit, and snacks. So we looked for some simple ways to save.
The cost of packing a school lunch is a lot to unpack.
It is very much expensive.
Parents like Kyrie Babor are trying to balance cost and convenience.
Sometimes I pack lunch, sometimes I don't.
The average packed school lunch now costs $6.33, up 2% from last year, according to Deloitte. A simple lunch with peanut butter and jelly, carrots and milk runs about $4.89. A trendier option like a chicken quesadilla with mango and juice can top $7. Nutrition instructor Lindsay Malone says one big myth is that prepackaged snacks are always healthier.
Most granola bars on the store shelves aren't that far away from what's in the cookie aisle. So lots of sugar, refined grains, oils.
She says you can save and eat better by buying simple ingredients instead.
So for a granola bar, looking for things like oats, dark chocolate chips, maybe a little bit of honey.
Malone recommends containers with separate compartments and letting kids help.
Assigning, vegetables or fruits or a main dish to each one, and then letting the kids, sort of play a role in picking out the types of foods that they're going to bring.
With 3 little ones,
we actually just make a lot of our own homemade things.
Emily Olson says planning ahead makes a big difference.
Shopping in bulk and making extra that we can freeze.
While prepackaged items may save time, they can cost you more.
I can't afford it. That's why I had to really just go and pack lunch for them.
So use leftovers, buy favorites in bulk, and make homemade versions of popular snacks to help cut costs without cutting corners. That way you don't waste your money. John Mattery, Scripps News Group.
It's all good advice. Hey, Sweetwater Valley has booked their ticket to the Little League World Series. They beat Hawaii 11-3 on Friday, winning the West Regional Championship. This is the first time Sweetwater Valley made it to the World Series since 2015. The Little League World Series begins on Wednesday. Sweetwater's first game, though, is Thursday afternoon. They'll play the Midwest champion from Davenport, Iowa. Been fun to see the whole community rally behind this team. Let's hope that continues for a couple more weeks all the way to a Little League championship. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.